All right. Hello. Have a great stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm running late, but here I am, and I'm still not on the right screen. Welcome to another edition of, well, I guess Dr. Delay calling games. I don't really know. I need to word that out somewhere, somehow, some way. I'm Dr. Delay, and today we have the Pittsburgh Pirates as they take on the Kansas City Royals. The Royals. We'll see how it goes. Pirates have, well, I don't know. It's been a while since they've scored a run. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, of course, for stopping by. If you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Of course, that's what the scroll is for down there. Hopefully that's a pretty cool thing I learned how to do last night. So anyway, the Royals are the home team. Good evening, Brandon. How are you? How are you, Brandon? I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. Just ready for football. I know that's crazy, but I am ready for football at this point. I mean, the Pirates are done. Pirates are chalked. They are chalked. This year is over, so it is killing the motivation to keep going. But, we're going to keep going anyway. However, depending on how the Pirates do tonight, and I hate to threaten Pirates and Pirates fans, but, I might have to start looking at other games to call, which I have been doing, but lately I feel like it's been more Pirates. And, they've been letting me down. Letting us all down, actually. It is what it is. But Noah Cameron's going to be the pitcher for the Royals. And I'm making sure everything is good. Yeah, everything's good. Delays in the building. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm here. 2-4 record, 2.56 ERA for Noah Cameron. He is the Royals pitcher for the Pirates, which I'll go over that a little bit later whenever he actually takes the mound. He's 4-7 with a 4.16. So lately he hasn't really been all that great. Yeah, 6.03. Hopefully you guys like what you see or hear. Most likely hear. I don't really like what I see, to be honest with you, when I look at that camera over there. When I look through that camera looking back at what I'm looking at, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. But, of course, I got a poll. Feel free to vote. Will the Pirates finally score a run and win today? Yes. About time. No, I don't believe there's any votes. So feel free to vote on that. Man, I am ready, though, for football. I can't lie. Actually, I was playing the new college game. I have the free trial on EA because I did not pre-order it. Well, I pre-ordered it, but I didn't buy the deluxe edition. So I was playing that a little bit. Have yet to play an actual game. Who's in the mount for the Pirate? I have no idea. Oh, on the mound, it's going to be Andrew Heaney. Andrew Heaney. But he is not going to be on the mound right now because we are batting first. So, again, like always, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. I think, yeah. That's pretty much it. Tommy Pham's actually going to be leading off today. So, again, that lineup that had been playing very well, it's over. It's done. Spencer Horwitz no longer leading off. It's going to be Tommy Pham whenever they are done with the warm-up. He is batting .237, OPS of .608, 2 home runs, and 22 RBIs. So bear with me, folks. I know. I just realized I didn't. This. I look like a slob. What am I doing? I'm a mess. Rhino, I'm a mess. I am a mess. Pham has been playing well as of late, so we're hopeful that he can continue. Looking into his stats, look at that. Batting .333 in the last 7 games. OPS north of 800. That's a 443. I can't speak. Can't speak. But, yep, I don't know. Actually, I plan on what I'm going to do, during the little All-Star break, which I'm going on vacation shortly after that, so it's kind of a bummer. I plan on like doing a play-by-play for one of the college game, like, you know, for that game, for the video game, and, you know, give you a little preview of what this season will hold for football play-by-play. Trying to get excited for a video game. I think I can, but we'll see. Will the Pirates finally score a run today? Looks like we got 2 votes. Do you guys think it's going to be yes? It's about time. I agree it is about time, as we are about to get underway here in Kansas City as Cameron delivers. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1 as we are underway in Kansas City. First time covering at all the Royals. The Royals, when I call a game for them, 0-0. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be inside for ball 2. Pirates, by the way, they are 16-18 when I call a game for the Pirates. In fact, I could have put that in the scroll there. That's going to be a ground ball to second. India throws to first for out number 1. I remember India, long-time Red. Now he's a Royal. All right, that's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen. Trying to get this offense going. Batting .261, OPS of .738, 8 home runs, and 31 RBIs as Cameron wind up and the pitch. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count to McCutchen. Doing pretty well. I think he could have been a, here's the 1-0. Inside for a called strike. McCutchen didn't like that. I feel like he could have been like a reserve, but it is what it is. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, we're off to the same old, same old. How are we doing today? We're doing okay. I don't know. I'm okay. Here's the 1-1. That's upstairs ball 2. I think just the Pirates' lackluster performances as of late have really deflated my will to keep going. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely impacted. I think the last few performances, here's the 2-1. That's upstairs ball 3 has made me really like, oh, man, I'm ready for football. You know, like, it's no runs. I scored as many runs as they did over 3 games, and I didn't even try. I wasn't even on the field, folks. Here's the 3-1. McCutchen hits this one just foul. But we're going to make it 3-2. How are you doing, Rhino? When's your next stream? When's the next Canadian game? Do they do Monday Night Football over there in Canada? That'd be pretty cool. Even though it's like standard here, it'd still be cool. 3-2. They should if they don't. As Cameron delivers. That one is hard hit. Foul. Oh, man. Almost hit some players. Relaxing day today. Lazy day. I got you. I was at work. 8-5. As Cameron delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the off-speed pitch. Down goes McCutchen. All right, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. I don't know what's going on with him. He has struggled in the last week or so. He is batting .229 OPS of .674, 10 home runs, and 45 RBIs as Cameron delivers. That's going to be low. Ball 1. No games till Friday this week unless I do a random something. I gotcha. 1-0 count to Reynolds. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I might, after this game, I might call a college game off stream. Of course, it won't be a live stream. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be way in the dirt. Ball 2. I might call a literally a video game, college football game, and then post it as a video. And again, that'll be kind of like a preview of what type of style I'm going to be doing. As here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Obviously, the difference will be I can show the actual gameplay. Whereas, for the football, I cannot. Doctor, what playbook do I run for Ultimate Team? I was thinking pistol, but I'll let you. Oh, man. That's a lot of pressure, Draven. I don't play Ultimate Team, but for some reason in College Football 25, I love the multiple offense. I don't know why I ran that a lot, but I did. And I switched my pit playbook to multiples. That's going to be a swing and a miss in the dirt. Breaking ball. Reynolds is actually having a little chat with the umpire. I don't know if it's he may have made contact there or not. Well, anyway, it's the end of the top of the first. We're going to head to the bottom of the first. It is 0-0. We should do a dual stream where we just talk about how much we need football in the way this. Dude, I mean, that's an idea right there. I need it. Good day. Hey, how's it going, sports? How's it going? Hopefully it's a good stream. Hopefully it's a good game. We'll see. I like Penn State playbook for multiple. I think I ran the standard multiple for many of them except the UMass. When I was with UMass in my 25, I did multiple UMass, which they don't have multiple. I was actually the first playbook I looked for, and they changed to like a spread or something. So yeah, I'm just doing I guess multiple. I don't know. I'll have to play with it and we'll see how it goes. I'm very excited though. I'm gonna have to I'll have to send you my Xbox. Well, I don't know. You said you have PlayStation or Xbox. I can't remember. I'll send you something on Twitter after the stream. I'll send you my EA tag. So, yeah, for the Pirates, they are sending out Andrew Heaney, and we spoke about him a little bit pregame. It wasn't much, but he's 4-7 with a 4.16 ERA. He has struggled as of late. 6.03 ERA in his last 7 starts. Again, he just hasn't been the same, and it's rough. It is rough. Reynolds. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so Reynolds was pretty upset. Reynolds was upset that he wasn't completely in his stance while Cameron was already in the windup. So I can see why he'd be upset. So Jonathan India is going to be at the plate, batting .243, OPS of .667. We'll round up, so that's going to be in there for a called strike. 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. Just kicking the old pigskin. Heck yeah, man. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. I can't play till Thursday when it drops. I gotcha. I have EA Play because of the Xbox, which actually it's my last month having Xbox EA Play. But that's why I have the 10-hour trial, so that's what I was just doing. I would not pay $40 extra for 3 days of early access. Never will do that. As Heaney delivers, checks his swing, that's upstairs. So it's 1-2. I really like the Heaney signing when it happened, but to be fair, even Paul Skeens can't win here. Oh, I agree. I mean, Heaney was playing really great the first 2 months of the season. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not, as that one's going to be low. Thought we got him to chase the longtime Red, so we are very familiar with Jonathan India. As here's the 2-2. Heaney delivers. Inside corner, strike 3 called. Got him looking. Heaney with the 90-mile-per-hour fastball. That was fast about 20 years ago, which, hey, I appreciate that era. I'm not making fun of him at all. That's when that was like an actual solid fastball. My Game Pass is glitched and stuff. Oh, really? What the heck? Coffee Beans, how's it going? Thank you for looking out for me. As that's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt ball 1. I like Rhino. I don't mean to steal Rhino's lines here, but I really like the trolls underneath the bridge. I heard you say it once. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be on the outside corner there, ball 2. So hopefully the trolls are still sleeping underneath the bridge. 2-0 count for Bobby Witt. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Witt batting .292 on the year, OPS of .837, 12 home runs and 49 RBIs. 2-1. Here is the pitch. Witt hits this to left, and that one is going to be foul. Gots to have the coffee. Yep, we got to have the coffee. Coffee Beans, a legend. A living legend. As Heaney, wind up, and the pitch. Inside corner, got back-to-back batters with that 90-mile-per-hour fastball on the inside corner. Witt can't believe it. He's shaking his head. I don't know if he was upset with himself or the umpire, but that one was good. This is going to be Vinny Pasquantino. Batting .271, OPS of .764, 14 home runs and 55 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit in foul territory. Hayes making a run for it, and that's going to land in the dugout. So it's going to be 0-1. I said send the Trolls back to where they belong, underneath the bridge. I don't know. I liked it. I'm going to adopt that. The Trolls need to stay underneath the bridge where they belong. I like that a lot. I'll, of course, credit you. How about that? I'm going to quote you. I game shared with my friend from high school, and my power went out, and it glitched and says you don't have it. I still get the... Oh, man. That is kind of odd. 0-1 count to Pasquantino as Heaney delivers the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds running at the wall, and that one is gone. As the Chiefs get the extra point, they're up 1-0 over the Steelers, unfortunately. Just kidding. Pasquantino just sent that one. Lefty on lefty matchup. It didn't really matter. Pasquantino didn't get the memo there, as the Royals are now up 1-0. That'll bring up Mikel Garcia, batting .303, OPS of .826, 8 home runs, and 39 RBIs. Trolls are going to troll, at least be creative and make me laugh. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Spread the troll word. You'll wear a necklace. 1-0 count to Garcia as Heaney delivers. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 count to Garcia. 1-0 is your score here in Kansas City. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside for ball 2. 89 on the gun there. It's his fastball. Fastball from many years ago. Maybe not anymore. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be inside ball 3. 90 on the gun this time. Three and 1 count. Heaney falling behind here. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to be popped up, but that one is going to go out of play. Count is full for Garcia. 3-2. Again, the Royals. Pasquantino already on the board here. 1-0. Pirates, I don't know. They need something. I mean, they just played some of the best baseball you'll ever see. And then over the weekend, as he walks Garcia on the... Just couldn't locate that fastball anymore. Just could not do nothing over the weekend. That's going to bring up Salvador Perez. He has been playing for a long time. Batting .235, OPS of .670, 10 home runs and 50 RBIs. As Heaney sets, looks over at first and fires. That is way inside ball 1. He's really struggling here. That's a 90-mile-per-hour fastball again, just for some reason, after the back-to-back strikeouts and then, of course, the solo shot. Now he can't throw a fastball in the zone. 1-0 count. Heaney looking over and delivers. That's going to be an off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. Perez is 1 for 10 in his career against Heaney, so that's good news for the Pirates. Heaney looking back and forth and delivers. That's upstairs for ball 2. So 2-1 count. Runner on first here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs. Royals up 1-0. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 3. At work today, I got a little bit bored, so I started writing down a lot of preseason games I could call. Just again, tell how down bad I am, I guess, for football. Here is the 3-1. Perez pops it up. Shallow center, right center field. Reynolds calls off Gonzalez, who makes the catch for out number 3. So the Royals score a run due to the Pasquantino solo shot. The Royals leading 1-0. Do got a poll. Feel free to vote on it. Will the Pirates finally score a run and win today? 86% of the viewers, I believe that's 6 out of 7 votes here, think yes, it's about time. Looks like the 14%, though, the one vote. So far, so good. No, they are the Pirates. Once again, folks, you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. Of course, feel free to check out Rising Rhino. He does a lot of football. Big football guy. Almost loves, he loves it as much as I do. So, if you love football, definitely check Rising Rhino. And, of course, Sports Roustabout as well. He posts live streams, like who's doing what every day. So, if you just want sports live streams, check him out as well. Those two have been very supportive of this channel. So, again, I'm very thankful for them. Rhino helping me out, getting over 300 last night. All I was doing was just listening to him while I was playing some college football. So, again, he's so awesome. He's really great. Really great. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you. Thank you very much. And, of course, JJ and Pure Adrenaline Sports. As we're about to return to coverage here in Kansas City, Nick Gonzalez is going to be at the plate, batting .288 OPS of .783, 3 home runs. I got to adjust that. And 11 RBIs. Hopefully you guys like the scroll on the bottom. I think that's we'll see how that goes. Of course, I'll probably change up the messages every now and then. I should have put, like, you can vote in that poll or something like that or something. I don't know. Let's see here. Two of the better pitching staffs here in the major leagues. Royals' third best ERA, 3.67 in all of Major League Baseball. The Pirates in fourth place, 3.81. Unfortunately, doesn't matter if your offense stinks, as that's going to be high for ball one. 90 miles per hour on the gun. As Cameron delivers, that's outside for ball two. I like to call it the Rhino Network, but that's because I may be a bit biased. Yeah, fair enough. The Rhino Network. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be fouled back. 88 on the gun there. 2-1 count. Cameron. Wind up and the pitch. That's inside for ball three. Almost hit his hands. 3-1 count to Gonzalez. Pirates already down 1-0 here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball four. So Gonzalez is able to draw the walk. So that's something. That'll bring up Cabrian Hayes. He's batting .243 OPS of .591, 2 home runs, and 29 RBIs. Cameron sets in, deals. That's going to be a breaking ball low for ball one. 1-0 count to Hayes. Usually hits lefties pretty well. As Cameron delivers. That's going to be low for ball two. Two and 0 count for Cabrian Hayes. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Cameron sets and fires. Off-speed pitch got him to swing. Strike one. 82 on the gun. Two and 1 count as looks like Hayes is going to ask for time. Cameron sets. Still set. Looks over at Gonzalez and delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. 2-2. 2-2 count to Hayes. Hayes from Tomball, Texas. .292 batting average in his last 7 327 his last 15. He's been hitting the ball really well as of late. Again, if his bat could just be as good as his glove, he would be one of the best players in all of Major League Baseball. Here's the 2-2. Chopper to first. Throws to second. There's one and gets him by half a step. That is a double play. Man. That is unfortunate. Just a little chopper here to first. Pasquantino throws it to Witt. And honestly, that was a really good throw by Witt. Little flick of the wrist gets the double play, and that's going to bring up Alexander Canario, batting .222, OPS of .624, 3 home runs, and 12 RBIs. The double-double. Got the double-double here. It's Cameron. Delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Gobbled him up, unfortunately. Unfortunate. 0-1 count to Canario. It's Cameron. Wind up and the pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Just think he froze him there. 0-2 count. Cameron delivers. That is, oh, check this swing. Oh, that one was way out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up. He was just looking to swing. Oh, my goodness. It's not looking pretty, folks, as we head to the bottom of the second. The Royals up 1-0. YouTube called. They said you can't take a vacation. Oh, man. Well, I mean, it's going to be at the end of next week. So, I mean, I'll still be here Thursday, which there's no games on Wednesday or Thursday. You know, I'll figure it out, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure out something. I got to get some content regardless. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. If you're a Pirates fan or a Steelers fan, I think this is a good channel for you. I'll definitely be doing a bunch of games. Of course, I'll be doing plenty of football very soon. It's all I've thought about today for some reason. Again, all I do is now, especially now, you know, with the Pirates, with how they are. That's all I've been thinking about. It's crazy. I have a problem. I admit it. But hopefully, again, you like the sound of that if you're a football fan, and you'll be here for football season. But yeah, I've been doing baseball play-by-play for a good bit. See, I got a subscriber again. Thank you very much for subscribing, and just subscribing helps out the channel so much. 74, you know, play-by-plays for baseball, and of course, we're going to keep going. Tonight will not be a doubleheader, but I am expecting to do a doubleheader tomorrow night, which, I mean, I know if you're a Pirates or a Royals fan, you don't really care, and it's fine. But, you know, I will be doing 2 games tomorrow. The original plan is to do Pirates and Royals. We'll see. I really, if the Pirates just continue to struggle, I'm going to have to go to another game. I cannot take this much losing. As here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. This is Jack Caglione, I think. Caglione. Batting .148, OPS of .441, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. As that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, pardon me. It's 1-1 count. 1-1 count. 3 more. Yeah, no, it'd be really cool. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a chopper to second. Throws to first for out number 1. Down goes that guy. I need a pronunciation guide there, as that's going to bring up Mark Canha. He's batting .220, OPS of .556, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Did I even pronounce? I mean, I might not have pronounced that one right. As Heaney delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. I mean, if the Pirates can score a few runs tonight, then I'll be motivated. But yeah, tomorrow night, definitely 2 games, as I'm off Wednesday. So I'll be doing Arizona and San Diego after whatever game I pick tomorrow. That's going to be low for ball 1. But yes, in a perfect world, I'm able to do Pirates Royals tomorrow. We'll see where my sanity is, as here's the 1-1. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to go out of play. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 count here to, I think it's Kanha. Pretty sure. He's played for a while. I feel like I've heard that name before. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to short. Oh, diving stop. IKF throws to first. Gets him by a step. Nice stretch by Triolo. IKF has been fantastic, really, this year at short. Man, what a play. That'll bring up Nick Lofton. Batting .171, OPS of .536, 1 home run, and 6 RBIs. As Heaney delivers. That's outside, ball 1. IKF, I'll be pretty sad. I mean, I understand the Pirates will probably be sellers, most likely. And I'd be pretty sad if he got traded. As here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. But, you know, I think he'd be a solid player on a contender. So here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. I understand his OPS isn't high, but he does hit for decent average. 2-1 count. Heaney, wind up, and the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to go foul. Trisk, he is probably traveling as we speak. RFK, I have no idea. No idea. Could not tell you. 2-2 count. I'm sure Trisk will stop in if he's... And here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Royals up 1-0 over the Pirates. As Heaney delivers. That's going to be hit once again foul. Very, very solid contact there. And, of course, if you are a Royals fan tuning in, well, thank you, of course, for clicking on the video, and thank you for staying. You probably saw the Pirates jersey, and, of course, you may have seen the scroll. You will not really hear much hate from me as far as Royals are concerned because Pirates are not good. So that's going to be low ball 3. So no smack talk, of course. We pretty much know where our place is. We're just here for a good time. And the Pirates can't even give us that. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be popped up. And once again, out of play. A little battle here. Lofton working the count. Lofton, again, not really playing much this year. From Corpus Christi, Texas, only batting .171. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to left. Pham has to let it drop. Because, again, solid contact. So that's going to be a 2-out single for the Royals. That's going to bring up Kyle Isbell. Isbell. That would make sense. What in the world? Butchering these names for the Royals today. Batting .241, OPS of .619, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Heaney sets. Looks over at first and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike 90 on the gun. 0-1 count. Runner on first, bottom of the second. Again, the Royals up 1-0. Heaney sets, looks over at first, and fires. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-2 count to Isbell. Isbell. We'll go with that. Heaney sets on the 0-2. And delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. I can't speak. That's what it is. I need water. Sorry, guys. Not a professional. I try to be, though. I mimic one. 1-2 here to Isbell. As Heaney delivers. just missed. In fact, I don't know how it did. That's going to be ball 288 on the inside corner. Looked good. 2-2 count. Runner on first. Heaney delivers. That's going to be sliced foul. Again, these batters here are just fighting and staying in these at-bats. They're eating into that pitch count. Heaney already at 44 pitches. I would say that's a little bit of a problem. All right. RFK, thank you for stopping by. Jesus Lord, God bless. Yes, sir. You have a good one. Here's the 2-2. Tapper right in front of the plate. Davis throws to first for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Royals. As we head to the top of the third, Royals up 1-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Been calling random baseball games for a while, since opening day. And this is my 74th game of the year. Of course, I do try to bounce around. You'll see that it's not always Pirates games. But, of course, I can't really promise. If you're a Royals fan, will I come back to you? I have yet to do you guys this year. It's just the way it's worked out. Let me actually count how many teams have I done. Okay, so you guys are my 2016. Wow, okay. I've done a little bit more than I thought, but it is mostly Pirates. But, of course, again, one can only take so many losses. I'm actually 16-18 when I call Pirates games. Or the Pirates are 16-18 when I call Pirates games. So there is that. But I do try, of course, if there are any Royals fans, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Again, I do bounce around. It's not entirely random. I do want to keep that little nugget there, is because, if you're a subscriber, like I have some Cleveland Indian subscribers, I have some Reds and Cardinals, NL West, a lot of NL West. So, actually, I don't have any Marlins. I don't think I have a single Marlins one. But again, that was for the Pirates. But yeah, I mean, pretty much NL West. I know I have some Tigers, a few Tigers subscribers. I was feuding with Detroit for some reason. I was able to bury the hatchet because, I'm a grown-up. I have to do that. I got to go just stop in. Well, thank you for stopping in, RFK. Thank you. Hopefully you have a good day. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. You just got to let me know and be active in the chat, and I'll do what I can. I'll see what I can do. Of course, again, if the Pirates are going to be continuing to play like this, then, I don't know if I'll be wanting to call anymore. I mean, I will call, but it's like, it'll probably, I'll chill out on the Pirates stream, since here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I mean, if they get shut out today, I mean, that'll be 4 in a row. 1-0 count to Davis. It's Cameron. Delivers. That's going to be hit foul. I would really hope not. I really hope the Pirates can at least make it entertaining. If you lose, make it entertaining. 1-1 count to Davis. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Like the Diamondbacks, they, probably not going to the playoffs, but they are very entertaining. They are one of the highest scoring teams, and they have the worst pitching. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be poked at and fouled back. That one was well upstairs. 1-2 count to Davis. Nobody on here in the top of the third. Royals up 1-0. Here's the 1-2. Reached and hit to center. And that one's going to get down for a base hit. That one was way out of the zone, folks. I don't know if I'll get to it in time. I can show you. There it is. Way out of the zone. Number 5, if you're looking at the screen. He definitely was swinging away for sure. That's going to bring up Jared Triolo. Batting 163 OPS of 529, 3 home runs, and 10 RBIs. He's struggled at the plate this year. There's just no denying it. It's Cameron. Fires. Ground ball. Just foul, and good thing it was. That was probably going to be a double play. Davis will jog back over to first. 0-1 count. Davis chatting it over with, I actually couldn't tell you who that is. Again, my first time doing a Royals game this year. Over halfway through. As Cameron sets and delivers. That's going to be a called strike to Trill on the inside corner. 93 on the gun. 0-2 count. Cameron sets and fires. Inside. Ball one. I thought he was going to ring him up there with how he started moving back there, but nothing doing there. Good thing, good thing. 1-2. Cameron sets, looks over at first, and there's a pickoff attempt, but Davis is back safe and sound. 1-2 count to Triolo. Cameron sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right. Oh, what a play by the first baseman, Pasquantino. Oh, man, that would have been an easy double. Unbelievable. Or it may have been a foul ball, but it was a heck of a play anyway to make the catch. That'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting .272, OPS of .655, 1 home run, and 22 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Just bad luck for the Pirates. 0-1. Cameron sets and fires. Oh my gosh, swung and missed on a ball that hit the plate, but it did get away as Davis will head to second. I got to run away too. Have a great game, everyone. See you all maybe in a couple of hours. Yeah, you have a good one. Sports, thank you for stopping by. Maybe the Pirates will have scored a run next time you tune in. We'll see. That would be pretty cool. 0-2 count as Cameron sets on the 0-2 and fires. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. We'll have to throw to first for out number 2. The Pirates just look like they are flailing at everything tonight. May have been a message from Kelly to, hey, swing away. Guys didn't do nothing at Seattle. Well, maybe it's a little too much here, as Tommy Pham will be at the plate batting .236, OPS of .605, 2 home runs and 22 RBIs. Cameron delivers. That's going to be inside, ball 1. 1-0 count. Cameron sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing. That is a strike. 1-1 count. Pham is 0 for 1 tonight. Cameron sets. Looks back at Davis and delivers. That's inside for ball 2. Oh, crap. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 3. Almost thought I knocked over my water. That would have been embarrassing. 3-1 count to Pham. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Royals up 1-0 over the Pirates. It's Cameron. Sets. Looks over at Davis and fires. That's going to be inside for strike 2. I don't know if that would have been a strike. It looks like it may have caught the zone a little bit. 3-2, Cameron. Here's the pitch. Pham hits this to center. Left center field. That one is gone. Oh, my goodness. Tommy Pham with a fantastic hit. The Pirates have scored a run, folks. The Pirates are on the board. They now lead 2-1 thanks to Tommy Pham. Wow. It had been a while since we've seen the Pirates score. I believe it was last Wednesday. Oh, my goodness. So Tommy Pham continues to be hot at the plate. They're up 2-1. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the third, Pirates up 2-1. Fantastic. Yes, I cannot claim that. That was actually, I haven't seen him in a good bit, but I don't know. His username is Pittsburgh, and he said fantastic. I like that. I like that a lot. Again, if you like what you see, folks, if you like the broadcast imitation, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do here. Definitely like and subscribe. I'm just a sports fan, probably just like you. So if you're a sports fan, definitely like and subscribe for more live streams. It's pretty much what I do. Of course, I've been doing this since opening day. Let's see here. Let's go 1, 5, 9, 13, 14, 15. So 16 live streams in the last 2 weeks. Hopefully that sounds good to you. I wasn't able to stream Saturday. I was out of town the entire day. But, yeah, again, I try to get, on my off days, I really try to get 2 games in. Today, of course, is just the one. Tomorrow I will be working, but I am going to try to get a doubleheader in the evening. Of course, there's only evening games tomorrow. I don't know. Pirates look good tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night with the Pirates. If not, it was looking like a random game. And that's always... It's always unfortunate, but, you know, just don't like looking at the Pirates lose a lot, you know. If they lose and they're competitive, then it's fine. But, you know, they just looked terrible against Seattle. Anyway, yeah, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Again, I'll be doing plenty of football. In fact, you guys will be voting on football games for the football season. So if that sounds good to you, it's not just the Steelers channel, which I'll be doing every Steelers game, so you don't have to worry about that if you're a Steelers fan. But yeah, I'll be doing other games as well on Sundays. Of course, college, I'll be doing a lot of college as well. In fact, I'll probably be doing even more college than NFL, which I did not think I would. But turns out that'll probably be the case, as that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. India is 0 for 1 on the night, batting .242, OPS of .663. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. 4 home runs and 23 RBIs for India, as he was out in front on the breaking ball. That was a slow breaking ball, too. 73 on the gun. 0-2. Heaney delivers. That's going to be high for ball 1. 1-2 count. India has, again, he played for the Reds, and he has done very well against the Pirates in his career, batting .309 in 53 games, as that's going to be low ball, too. So India was, he liked when he saw the Pirates on the schedule. 2-2, here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. I don't know why the ball boy didn't even try to make the catch. He was literally right there. Looks like we have to wait for him to go get the ball. Yeah, I don't understand that. He literally was right. It landed right next to him, and then it bounced into the field. So it was just not a good play by the ball boy. As here is the 2-2 inside ball 3. 91 on the gun. A little bit faster than we're used to seeing. From Heaney, here's the 3-2. India hits this to left. That one is foul. That one definitely it had the distance. That one was crushed. 3-2 count as Royals fans clap for the gal that got it. Here's the 3-2. Chopper. That's going to go foul. 3-2 count to India here. Pirates leading 2-1 thanks to Tommy Pham in the top of the third, hit a 2-run shot. As here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit. That's going to get down for a base hit. So India will get on. I didn't even realize I had the WNBA scores in my ticker. Okay, that's cool. All right, that's going to bring up Bobby Witt Jr. He's batting .292, OPS of .835, 12 home runs, 49 RBIs. I don't remember seeing that in the options, but that's cool, I guess. Haney looks over at first and fires. That's going to be low for ball one. I'll have to look at that. I'm actually curious. I don't remember seeing it. That means I could do WNBA games in theory, because I would have the scoreboard. Huh. 1-0 count. Not saying I will, but it's always nice to have that option. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit. Oh, that's past IKF. It's short. That's going to be another single as Pham throws it back in. So runners at first and second with still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. And that's going to bring up Vinny Pasquantino. He hit the solo shot in the bottom of the first. He opened up the scoring here in Kansas City, batting .273, OPS of .776, 15 home runs, and 56 RBIs. Lefty on lefty, but again, it didn't really matter last time. Pasquantino again hit that home run in the first. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Heaney sets, looks over at India, and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 89 miles per hour at the knees. Oh, 1 count. Heaney sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left. Pham on the run makes the catch. Throws back to second, and he is not in time. As Pham was keeping his eye on India, who got a little bit too far off the bag. India had to make a nice run back to second. Again, Pham he's improved. He's improved a lot since April, May, even early June. So that's going to bring up Maikel Garcia, batting .303, OPS of .828. 8 home runs and 39 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 count. Runners on first and second. Of course, I chime in. The Pirates are down and the Royals. Okay, this guy. That's going to be low. Ball 1. The Pirates are not down, by the way. They have the lead, 2-1. Fantastic, yes. Tommy Pham with the fantastic hit earlier as it led to 2 runs, and they're showing a fantastic grab that he had in Seattle, sliding at the left field wall. Tommy Pham, he is fantastic. 1-1 count, as I'm assuming they called for time there. That's why they showed the replay. Greg Brown, master of the fake laugh. I like Greg Brown. I very much enjoy him. But he can fake laugh better than anyone, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 89 on the gun. Sad that it took so long for him to figure out his lenses, if he deals with it every year. Yeah, I saw something with his vision. Definitely applaud his defense has gotten better for sure as the year. Again, he's as at the plate and everything. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low and outside for ball 2. You're from the future, are you? 2-2 count 2. Garcia again. He walked in the first inning. Heaney sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Pham, he's going to hold the ball, throw it to short, as apparently it was IKF there. And it's now 2-2, so maybe Trisk is from the future. That'll bring up Salvador Perez. Batting .234, OPS of .669, 10 home runs, and 50 RBIs. Yeah. All right, so runners on first and second yet again as looks like we have a little wardrobe malfunction as Heaney's going to need some new laces. So as he ties his shoe, Michael had to stop by and smash that. Oh, yeah, no, thank you. Good luck tonight. I wasn't aware you guys were even playing. No, you guys are. Look at that. You guys have the late game. Oh, wow. Where am I? It was already 8:32 and we're in the 6th inning. Okay. Thank you, Trisk. This guy. All right. Yeah, while we do while we see Heaney tie his shoes, we'll look over at the scores. The Tigers over the Rays 5-1 at the top of the 8th. Red Sox over the Rockies 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th. White Sox leading the Blue Jays 1-0 in the top of the 4th. Brewers leading the Dodgers 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Indians and Astros and Marlins and Reds, they are tied at 0-0. Of course, there are 3 other games happening, and you probably can't see them because, yeah. I don't think I can still click that, can I? There we go. But they are not happening yet. All right, Heaney looks like his shoes are tied. And once again, return to Salvador Perez's screen. Again, runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 out. Royals just tied it back up. Oh, I don't know why I said back up. This is the first time the game has been tied since it was 0-0, but we'll just ignore that. Runners on, again, first and second, 1 out. Heaney sets. Looks back at Witt and delivers. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to go foul. 0-1 count. Oh, and 1 count to Perez. As Heaney sets. Looks over at first and second. Back to the plate. And a pickoff, not quite. He just kind of stepped off. And, of course, as is MLB tradition, you have to boo when the away pitcher steps off and tries to pick off the runner. When you're the home pitcher, of course, you can do it. Hey, that is no problem with that. 0-1 count, Heaney delivers. Perez hits this to left center. Canario on the run and can't make the catch. That one's going to hit the wall. Witt rounding third, heading for home. The Royals have taken the lead. It is now 3-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Looks like Trisk is indeed from the future. It's great how you show the stats very better. I try, just kind of evolving. I used to show this screen, but I don't think people were annoyed that this screen is a little bit ahead of what I call. And I think because I'd see so many people just check in and check out. I've actually gotten a little bit more consistency when I just show the stats. So, yeah, no. Well, I'm glad you like it. It was kind of a risk because that's going to be a hit batter. Oh, and Caglione throws his bat down in anger. I guess he didn't like it. I don't know why. I mean, everyone gets hit, but he seemed very angry about that. And now Marine's going to have a little chat with Heaney. First pitch just plunked him. I guess I could see why he'd be upset. So a little another break in the action here now. Bases loaded for the Royals. Throws it in. Honestly, it really just hit his jersey. Didn't even hit him. Or maybe it hit his tummy. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so a little mound visit here for the Pirates. So bear with us here. Royals leading 3-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Heaney, again, he has struggled as of late. ERA in the 6s in his last 7 starts. And tonight looks to be no different. He was looking like a very good trade deadline candidate. Would have netted a really good return. Now, I don't think so. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Mark Canha. He's batting .218 OPS of 552, 1 home run, and 5 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped foul. 0-2 here for Canha. Bases loaded. Hit his beer belly. I guess so. Really didn't look like it. Honestly, it didn't bounce anything. It looked like it just hit his jersey. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a chopper to second. Gonzalez to IKF. There's one. And not in time. As he ran it out, that's going to score another run. You got to admire the hustle there. As it's now 4-2 Kansas City. And that's going to bring up Nick Lofton. Batting .182 OPS of 554, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. That one was so close, but again, he was just running it out. Yep, probably by just, like a half a second, not even half a second. Can we just trade Ben Cherington for actual trash can? I think the other team would decline. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. Whoever owns the trash can. So I guess the Astros, they would probably decline that. They wouldn't want him. 0-1 count here to Lofton. He's 1 for 1 on the night. Heaney delivers. That's going to be inside for a ball. 1-1 count. 1-1 count. 4-2 is your score. Heaney delivers. That's going to be fouled back. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think the Astros they wouldn't want to pay Ben's salary. They'd rather keep the trash cans. It's a nice backup option. I won't go into why. You guys can probably assume what I'm talking about. 1-2 count. Heaney delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. Royals with a really good inning. 3 runs in the bottom of the third after it looked like the Pirates finally, again, getting on the board after 3 games. And then the next half inning, it's been all Royals. Again, three runs here. And here's the 1-2 from Heaney. That's going to be popped up and foul. 4-2 is your score. 2 safeties. Chiefs leading the Steelers 4-2. That'd actually be a terrible NFL game to watch. 4-2. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low. So now it's 2-2. That'd be good defense. You can like good defense. Or maybe bad offense. I don't know. 2-2 count. Heaney sets. Looks over at first. And delivers. That's going to be hit to left. Pham on the run. Leaping grab. Makes the catch. Oh, what a play by Pham. A fantastic play. He's the best player for some reason. As again, the Royals, 3 runs in the bottom of the third. They now lead 4-2 over the Pirates. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Been doing baseball games since opening day. This is my 74th game of the year. Again, I got another subscriber again. Thank you very much. Really, again, you have no idea just how much that helps me out. It really does. You just have no idea. Again, thank you. Again, like and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. Of course, if you're a Pirates fan, it's the team I do most. And I can't really... If you're a Royals fan, this is the first game I've done for you guys all year. So I don't really want to sell you something that I can't really, promise. But you never know, I guess. Tomorrow, the Pirates show some fight here tonight, which they've already scored, so that's already a plus. I'll probably do Pirates-Royals again, so that hopefully you like the sound of that. If you got nothing else going on tomorrow night, can't watch the game, I got you covered. And, of course, I'll be doing a doubleheader tomorrow, which, you don't have to tune in for that second game, Arizona-San Diego, but I do plan on doing that game tomorrow night after this one. So hopefully that sounds good to you. Again, I'll be doing plenty of football as well, and how that's going to work, I'll be doing at least 2 Saturday games, 2 Sunday games. I'll be doing every Steelers game, and of course that other Sunday game will be voted on by you guys, the subscribers. I'll put a poll earlier in the week. You guys will decide what's happening in that afternoon window. So it's going to be, well, that's college. That's the preseason. You get the gist. Pretty much whatever window the Steelers aren't in, you'll be voting on that other window. So Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. You guys will be making the call on what I call after the Steelers-Jets game. So if that sounds good to you, definitely like and subscribe as we're returning to Kansas City. They're showing that fantastic catch by Tommy Pham as Brian Reynolds is going to be at the plate. He's batting .228 OPS of .671, 10 home runs and 45 RBIs, and it's like the umpires are having a little chat. The umpires are pointing towards center field. I don't know what's going on. India's looking at center now. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what they're looking at, but they are not happy about something. They're telling something is wrong out in center. It's not the player. So bear with me, folks. I don't know what's going on. All right, whatever. It's good. As Reynolds digs in, he's 0 for 1. Cameron delivers. That's going to be inside, ball 1. 13 has arrived. He has. 1-0 count to Reynolds. Cameron delivers the 1-0. That's inside for ball 2. 2-0 count here to Reynolds. Nobody on here at the top of the 4th. Royals up 4-2. That's Cameron. Delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-1 count. Cameron fires. That's going to be low for ball 3, 81 mile per hour off-speed pitch. Cameron delivers the 3-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Reynolds has just struggled as of late. OPS, like what, 300, 400 last 7 games as he asks for time. I'm going to go back to that. Yeah, actually, it's worse. It's in the 200s, low 200s. I don't know what's going on with Brian. It's been a rough year for the Pirates. It's Cameron. Delivers the 3-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Looks like I just got to be critical. And he'll get on. So that's huge for Brian. Lets off a deep breath. You can see it was definitely on his mind how he's been struggling as of late. He looks so relieved. Hopefully that means more to come for Brian Reynolds. So that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, batting .288, OPS of .789, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. As Cameron delivers, breaking well in there for a called strike, 77 miles per hour. I was just looping from left to right on your YouTube screen as Cameron delivers. That's in the dirt. Perez throws his mask off, keeps it in front of him. 1-1. One and one count here for Gonzalez. He walked earlier in the second. Cameron delivers. That's going to be inside. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Runner on first here in the top of the fourth. Nobody out. Cameron delivers. That is low for ball 3. Cameron all of a sudden struggling to locate the zone. He walked Gonzalez earlier in this one. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez hits this. Oh, it's caught by Garcia. That was a heck of a play. That one was just a shot out of a cannon, but Garcia with a great play. Unbelievable. And that's going to bring up Brian Hayes. Garcia looked a lot like Hayes there on that play. Batting .243, OPS of .589, 2 home runs, and 29 RBIs. So we have a mound visit. Yeah, no, I got 303. Again, thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. As Cameron sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-0 count here for Brian Hayes. Cameron sets and delivers right down the middle for a called strike. 92 on the gun. Sometimes my mic just goes in and out of audio for some reason. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Off speed pitch. Got him. 1-2 count for Hayes. Cameron sets. And a pickoff attempt. Don't really hear any booing because, well, he's the home pitcher. 1-2 count for Hayes. Runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Cameron delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is Cameron's 5th strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Alexander Canario, batting .221, OPS of .620, 3 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Cameron delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 count for Canario. He has also kind of struggled, or at least the last few times I've watched him play. Here's the 1-0. That's inside for ball 2. Let me look. Okay, never mind. Well, I guess I haven't seen him play when he's been doing well. In his last 15, though, he is an OPS of a .590. Last 7 games, though, he's over 1,000. So, dang. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. What's your mission for tomorrow? The goal after work is to call 2 games. It probably will be Pirates Royals, and then do another game after that. It's going to be chopped foul, Diamondbacks and Padres. That'll be the plan tomorrow night. I'm off Wednesday, so that's why I'm going to try to do 2 tomorrow evening. So 6 hours of baseball. Hopefully they're good ones. That's all we can hope for. As Trisk telling me I was wrong. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That one was in the dirt. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Royals up 4-2. Let's see here. Tigers leading the Rays 5-1. Red Sox over the Rockies 5-1. Blue Jays over the White Sox 3-1. Brewers leading the Dodgers 5-0. 0-0 between the Indians and Astros, and the Reds leading the Marlins 1-0. All those games are still going on. I kind of didn't mention that. That's on me. No games are final, though it's looking like the Tigers are about to defeat the Rays. Tigers will move to 58-34. They have been fantastic. So we'll show the MLB standings. Of course, the Royals, they are, I guess, I don't know. I feel like the expectations were a little bit higher this year for the Royals. Maybe I'm wrong. If there's any Royals fans here, hey, you can feel free to educate me. That's fine. I don't really know much about the Royals. So yeah, I mean the Pirates, of course, you probably know they are just not doing well. That is just the way it is. So, but yeah, tomorrow night we'll be doing, of course, most likely coming back to Kansas City, where the Pirates and the Royals, of course, will play in Game 2, and then right after that, the goal is to do Padres and Diamondbacks for a doubleheader. Get 2 streams in tomorrow night. But the guaranteed one for sure. That's why I haven't made any of them. I'll make the Pittsburgh, Kansas City one after this one, but I won't. I'll hold off on the Arizona, San Diego. We'll see. But that is the goal. The goal is to do 2. Wednesday I'm off, so you can expect at least 2 for sure. As we're returning to Kansas City, Kyle Isbell is at the plate, batting .239, OPS of .615, 3 home runs, and 18 RBIs. And it looks like we have a pitching change. Andrew Heaney's done. To be honest, not really surprising. It's going to be Chase Sugart on the mound for the Pirates. 2.97 ERAs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for strike 1. 1.13 whip. Just not really a good performance by Heaney. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 count for Isbell. Here's the 1-1. That's way outside. Ball 2. 94 on the gun. Sugart sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 3. 3-1 count. Not a good sign when you're already in the bullpen. Sugart sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left. Pham is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Jonathan India. He is batting .245, OPS of .668. 4 home runs and 23 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Sugart sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Pham. Oh, he had it, then dropped the ball. Throws to second, and that is way over second, so Triolo's going to have to come and get it, as India is in at second with a 1-out double. That'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr., batting .294, OPS of .838, 12 home runs and 49 RBIs. Runner on second. Sugart looks over at India and delivers. Oh, and it gets away. And looks like India is going to stand at third. That one was way outside. Davis had no chance. Breaking ball that broke too much. So much for complimenting Pham's defense. Yeah, unfortunate. He got there. He actually did a good job tracking it down. Turned on the Jets there, but then he drops it flat out. Just kind of blocked it. And that's going to be a foul ball there as that's fouled off Davis. 1-1 count. Very unfortunate there. Witt is 1 for 2 on the day. Runner on third. Sugart delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One and 2 count. Runner on third. 1 out. Royals threatening yet again as Witt asks for time. Sugart delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to definitely score a run regardless. And that one, oh, what's going to score 2 as that one is gone. An opposite field home run for Bobby Witt as the Royals lead 6-2 over the Pirates. Wow, this game, unfortunate for the Pirates. They looked like, hey, they're fighting back. That was nice. Remember that in the top of the third? That was pretty cool. That's going to bring up Vinny Pasquantino. He's batting .272, OPS of .773, 15 home runs, and 56 RBIs. Here's the pitch that is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count for Pasquantino. Here's the pitch that is low for ball one. 89 on the gun. Do you think we'll make any meaningful moves? Will we get much for Mitch Keller or Brian Hayes? I think we could. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds, though, is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. I feel like I would be sad if we traded Keller, but I feel like it has to be done if we get some pretty good return, you know. Miguel Garcia batting .305, OPS .831, 8 home runs, 40 RBIs. He's coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1 tonight, I believe, with a walk as well. But yeah, if we're able to get some good bats or something, you know, young bats or, you know, just a bat in general, that's going to be hit to right. Reynolds on the run makes the catch for out number 3. But the Royals score 2 as we head to the top of the 5th. Your score, Royals 6, Pirates 2. And yes, the Tigers just defeated the Rays 5-1. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Keller could get something. Hayes, I don't know. I don't know who would really trade for him, to be honest with you. I know that sounds disrespectful, but let's, you know, no one really pays for fielding anymore unless you're the Pirates. And, you know, Hayes' production, you know, that's not a third baseman's, you know, statistics. So I don't think anyone would take that contract. And if they did, they'd be like, well, you're playing second because we're not having you play third, because that is, I mean, that's, you can't have that production at third base and play any meaningful games, you know, unless you had just a whole other lineup, you know, the other 8 batters are just really good. Yeah, no, he was really good in 2020, and then he got hurt out of nowhere, and then he's been, yeah, it's been unfortunate. But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like Keller could get some meaningful stuff back, but I don't know. I mean, I would hate it, but it would be good for him, and it would be good for the Pirates. You know, because again, like, we have a lot of, I mean, you probably know this, we have a lot of young arms in the minors. Like, we have, as far as pitching goes, we're good. We all know that. Pirates are fine. We just cannot develop any bats, and we don't have any bats coming up. We just don't. We have nothing. But yeah, we need a reliable bat. We need a lot. The Pirates are just, they are lost. As Davis is going to be coming to the plate to start off the top of the 5th, batting .208, OPS of .609, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. Thank you, of course, for the question, Denny. Appreciate you, man. Should they trade Bubba Chandler to improve this lineup now? No, I don't think so, personally. I don't know if there was a pitch or not. I couldn't tell you. The Pirates broadcast is terrible and notorious for returning when there's already been pitches thrown. As here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that's going to be foul. Again, I don't know what the count is, so we're just going to, it's at least 0-1. They're actually showing Connor Griffin, the one guy that's looking really good, but again, he's only in low A or high A. Here's at least the 0-1. I don't know. That's going to be low for ball 1. Again, I couldn't tell you what the count is. So 1 and 2 is the count. Look at that. Again, they just returning the coverage. But no, I think we're just too far out, you know. I just don't think there's any reason to commit to this year, and it's sad. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. I mean, we're only in July, but the season's pretty much over. I mean, even if they were to win 10 in a row, you know, which is unrealistic, they would still be 5 games below 500. I mean, that's how. It's just not good. Here's the 2-2. Checked his swing. That's inside, ball 3. But now, I mean, I would be open to trading. Well, of course, Andrew Heaney was pitching great at the beginning of the year. Not anymore. As Davis pops it up. Garcia is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. I mean, Falter might be available. Falter's been pretty solid. And Keller. And of course, if he were playing well, then yeah, he would have gotten somebody back. I just clicked Davis again. All right, it's going to be bring up Triolo, spanning 162, OPS of 525, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Griffin will do at least a year of each, AA, AAA. Yeah, he's still a few years away. As here's the pitch, that's going to be fouled back. And again, whoever the minors, I don't know, because Davis looked good, and then the further in he got, the worse he got. So I don't know. I feel like whoever's in the minors, they're not developing these batters and players well. So that's going to be low for ball 1. That's just my opinion. I'm not a diehard Pirates fan. I love the Pirates, but I don't know much about the Pirates as I do the Steelers. So that's going to be a ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 2. I love the Pirates, of course. I'm not trying to this guy doesn't like the Pirates. No, I do like the Pirates. I love the Pirates, but I wouldn't say I know the ins and outs of baseball like, probably most of you. You guys probably know a lot more about baseball than I do. I just like the game. I like baseball. As IKF will be coming to the plate, batting .271, OPS of 652, 1 home run and 22 RBIs. That's in there for a called strike. Maybe I do know a lot more. I don't know, but here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped foul. But it just seems like the Pirates don't know how to develop any bats. It's been a while. I mean, was the last time? That's going to be low in the dirt. The last time we developed a solid MLB hitter that stayed in our minor league system the whole time. I mean, Brian Reynolds, he came over from the Giants. Yeah, maybe Josh Bell, maybe. I'm not too sure. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Ball 2. So I guess Josh Bell. He was all right. He had that one really good season. Never came close to it again. I don't think. Maybe he did. I'm not too sure. But that's the only one that really comes to mind. As here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Isaiah Kiner-Falefa as the Pirates. That was really quick. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, 6-2 Royals lead. Lack of development, yeah. This team, lack offense, kills everyone's trade value. Yeah. I mean, there's really not much trade value. I mean, looking at the Pirates lineup here. Looking at it, again, if you're tuning in, you're listening to a Pirates therapy session. But if you do like the call, though, definitely like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. I mean, Tommy Pham, he's heating up. He might actually get something back at this point because at the beginning of the season, it was not looking good. McCutcheon, pretty much not getting moved regardless. He deserves better. I don't think Reynolds would get moved, personally. He's not playing well, for one. Contract's kind of big for a guy that's kind of struggling. Gonzalez, he's kind of, I still envision him as the future, or now, but the future. Hayes, contract is too much. Kennard, again, I don't know. I don't think they'd trade any of these guys. IKF might be on the move. I would hate it, but again, if we're able to get something back. But again, we need hitting, and he's one of our better hitters, but is he the long-term plan? Probably not. And then pitching, again, we have loads of it. Even IKF, he was hitting 300. Yeah, I know. It's just what the Pirates do. It's just so stupid. So dumb. But you spend nothing, you win nothing, man. We all know that. If you're a Pirates fan, or if you're not a Pirates fan, well, we have this owner that's terrible. And, yeah, that's pretty much that's the main reason. as we're returning to Kansas City, where Salvador Perez is going to be at the plate, batting .237, OPS of .675, 10 home runs, and 51 RBIs. Gonzalez, I still think of him as a rookie. The older guys have no excuse. Yeah, Gonzalez, I don't think he's played a full season yet. I like Gonzalez. He kind of reminds me, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Which, I guess there's not really much similar to him, but I get Freddie Sanchez vibes from him. I feel like he can hit for contact. He does have a little bit more power. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball. Maybe it's because of the Hispanic last names and the, I don't know. But, yeah, I like Nick Gonzalez. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside, ball 2. So 2-1 count for Salvador Perez. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Royals up 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. As Shugart delivers, Perez hits this to left. Pham at the warning track, and he's actually not going to pursue that anymore. Why? Because that one is gone. A solo shot here in the bottom of the 5th. The Royals have tacked on the extra point. They now lead 7-2. Chiefs are just dominating the Steelers. Unfortunate stuff here tonight. That's going to bring up Jack Caglione, batting .147, OPS of .444, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. He did get hit by a pitch earlier, and he threw his bat on the ground whenever that happened. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low for ball 2. Spend nutting, win nutting. That's just how it goes. Our pitchers should be the home run derby. Well, we were just praising how good they've been, but tonight they've been pretty terrible. 2-0 count. Sugar just doesn't even look like he cares anymore. Jeez. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. He's been one of our good relievers this year, so it's just a rough outing for him. I imagine he'll return to form after this game. Hopefully. 2-1 count. Sugar sets and fires. That's going to be popped up. Hayes wandering to foul territory and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Mark Canha. He's batting .216, OPS of .546, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Hard to believe this team was shutting people out a week. I know. It's actually insane. It's really insane. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. The Pirates looked like $1 million just like a week ago. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 0-2. But yeah, now they look like the Pirates. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Apparently his name is Canha. I was close. 1-2 count to Canha. Shugart delivers. That's low for ball 2. Two and 2 count as he asks for time. Shugart sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up Nick Lofton. He's batting .179, OPS .547, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. It's hard to keep slamming my head in the black and gold door. Just beyond believable. You're not alone. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Everyone has pretty much left the stream, by the way. It's not everyone, but at one point I had 16 people in here. It's hovering around 12 to 14. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Now we're down to 4. That is rough. It's rough. I mean, again, Pirates fans, this is a result of, just a dysfunctional franchise. You want to be supportive of the team. We're all here because we want to watch them win. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. Or they may have been Royals fans that we won, so no reason to tune in. But, it's just, it is what it is. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball to short. IKF throws to first for out number 3. All right, another run tacked on by the Royals as we head to the top of the 6th. Royals leading 7-2. But yeah, no, again, like everyone left, and that I don't blame them. I don't blame them because the Pirates they look pathetic. They just, again, like they don't have the coaching. They don't have. I don't know. They just don't have. They don't have it. Triolo's supposed to be a guy that can hit for contact. Well, he's batting 161. Vamos. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ray. It doesn't look good. It looks pretty bad. Thank you, of course, for stopping by, Ray. Imagine I probably won't be getting many more viewers coming on in because, again, the Pirates just look pretty bad tonight. Yeah, no, it's 7-2. Los Pirates están perdiendo. Sí. It's bad. It is es muy mal. Muy mal. Sorry for butchering Spanish. I do understand it. I just can't speak it. Whenever we do return to action, it'll be Tommy Pham. Batting .240, OPS of .628, 3 home runs, and 24 RBIs. Maybe Pham will hit another homer. That'd be nice. That'd be fantastic, actually. I said fantastic a lot, and I feel like it's because I've said famtastic. As they're showing the replay of the home run, they're shouting out Tommy Pham. They should. He's been the player of the game for the Pirates, as that's going to be hit to right. Fly ball to right at the warning track. Caglione makes the catch for out number 1. He did a little spin-a-rooney there, kind of. I don't know how to explain that. Just a few feet shy of another home run for Tommy Pham. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's batting .260, OPS of .733, 8 home runs, 31 RBIs. Pirates of Sacco. Is that close? We'll give you credit. It's not too bad. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Not bueno for the Pirates. No bueno. 0-1 count. Cameron still on the mound as he delivers. Almost hit him. Ball 1. 1-1 count to McCutchen. Pirates just look defeated. Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball 2. Wow, the score on your show is what I thought it was at 8. Yeah, this guy. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be low, ball 3. I guess it didn't hit him. He was taken off to first, but trying to get the call. There he's going to let out a smile. Andrew McCutchen deserves so much better. As here's the 3-1. That's going to be fouled back. I mean, he's at the age of 38, and he's one of the best, if not the best, hitter on the team, OPS-wise. I mean, I guess Gonzalez has a higher OPS, but he hasn't, played the full season. 3-2 count to McCutchen as he's going to ask for time here. Now who's in the future? Yeah. Trisk, what's the score? Will the Chiefs here score another touchdown? Tack on will they win 14-2 or something? Here's the 3-2. Chopper foul. I am ready for football. Hopefully you guys are too, because again, these Pirates just don't look too great. As here's the 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Witt throws to first for out number 2. You'll BRB. Oh, okay. Well, hey, it was fun knowing that little kitten. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .231, OPS of .675, 10 home runs, 45 RBIs. So showing Andrew McCutcheon jogging back. It's been fun. Expecting happier days once Latrobe gets here. Yeah, I mean, really just, yeah. I mean, the Pirates, it's over. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. If there was any hope we had, and I guess the delusional part of me was thinking, okay, you know, after we swept, I understand we were like 12 or 14 games behind or below 500 at the time. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be a tapper to the pitcher. Cameron throws to first. Nice throw to get Reynolds by his step for out number 3. There was a part of me that was like, you know what, maybe we can go on a little run here. That was funny while it lasted. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Royals up 7-2 over the Pirates. Once again, folks, you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. I know it's kind of turned into a Pirates therapy session, but I do promise I do call games. I mean, I've been kind of calling the games here. It's just a little bit deflating when you see your team just lose and lose and lose and lose and lose. And you know, I've always wondered, how do the Cleveland Brown fans, how do they even exist? Well, hey, we're the Cleveland Browns of football, or of baseball. So there you go. I guess I could relate to them somehow, some way. The thing is, though, we're not delusional as a Pirates fan base. For the most part, I would say we're pretty well grounded. We know our team is not going to be good. Browns fans are actually delusional and think they are good, which is crazy. But yeah, I'll be, of course, still be doing baseball games tomorrow. We'll be coming back to Kansas City. I went ahead and made that decision earlier. Despite how they're playing, I'll still do it. Pirates Royals. If you don't want to be there, I don't blame you one bit. But I'll be here. So if you guys have nothing going on tomorrow night, I'll be doing Pirates Royals. Feel free to check on in, leave a like. And, of course, if you aren't subscribed, definitely like and subscribe for more baseball content. You know, probably going to be bouncing around a little bit more now that the Pirates just look like they don't care anymore. And but I'll still, of course, be doing Pirates games. I understand most of my subscribers are Pirates fans, which is the goal. I mean, again, I'm a Pirates fan, I'm a Steelers fan, and I'm a Pitt fan, so I'll be doing those games. All Steelers games, even if they're 0-15 or 0-16, week 18, we'll be doing that 0-16 game. I mean, that's not going to happen, but you get the gist. And I'll be doing every Pitt game, as many Pitt games as I can, whenever they're on TV. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And, of course, I'll be bouncing around NFL and college as far as the other windows are concerned. But, yes, I'll be doing every Steelers game. Hopefully that sounds good to you, and you hit that subscribe button. As Isbell delivers, that's going to be outside. Isbell is not delivering. He took ball 1. Shugart is still in the game. 1-1 count. Sorry. Lingo got mixed up there. Shugart delivers. That's going to be outside for strike 2. And if you are a Royals fan, you know, you might be a Chiefs fan. Not saying you'll probably listen to me. You guys are going to be on TV every week. But if you don't have TV or anything like that, you guys will be able to vote your game in that other window opposite of the Steelers. So if the Chiefs, which I know they'll probably play a lot of, 325 games, you'll be able to vote, for your team to get in, and I'll call that game as soon as the Steelers game is over. Whatever wins that poll, that's going to be low ball 2. That's the game I'm going to be calling. Same thing with college. You guys will have a lot of say in what I do in college football as well. Like the sound of that? Definitely subscribe. 2-2 count for Isbell, as that's going to be, well, I thought that was strike 3 called, but no call there. Ball 3 looks good on the outside corner. Shugart was walking off the mound, but nothing. 3-2. Shugart delivers. That's going to be scooped to right center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Unbelievable. Isbell rounding second, heading for third. Throws to third, not in time. Isbell gets a triple to start the bottom of the sixth. Man, been a while since I've seen a ball in the gap for the Pirates. That's why I was just like, man, be nice to see that for the black and gold. So that'll bring up Jonathan India, batting .247, OPS of .675, 4 home runs and 23 RBIs. He is a Pirates killer with a... Here's the pitch. That's going to be taken for a called strike. He has a batting average over 300 against the Pirates in his career. He was a long-time Red, Cincinnati Red. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. IKF throws to first. Triolo makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr. batting .296, OPS of .850. Let's see here. 13 home runs and 51 RBIs. He's actually, I don't know what he is today. They still have India's stats on the screen. He's 2 for 3. So that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. He does have a home run in this one. 0-1 count, runner on third, bottom of the sixth. Royals up 7-2 over the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Shugart fires. That's going to be hit to left, and Pham makes a great catch. But the run is going to score, so that's going to be a sacrifice fly. Tommy Pham has been fantastic. We need more Tommy Phams. That's what we need. I never thought I'd say that in 2025, especially how he started off the year. But we need 8 more Tommy Phams on the field. So that's going to bring up Vinny Pasquantino, batting .271, OPS of .772, 15 home runs and 56 RBIs. And, of course, Andrew McCutcheon. So 7 more. And it looks like we've seen enough of Shugart, so he's going to head to the dugout here as we have a pitching change in Kansas City. Royals leading 8-2. Let's see here. Again, there's only been one final score. The Tigers defeat the Rays 5-1 earlier. Currently happening, the Red Sox leading the Rockies 5-3 in the top of the 7th. Also in the top of the 7th, the Blue Jays are leading the White Sox 8-1. In the top of the 6th, the Brewers, they are up 7-0 over the Dodgers. Dodgers got swept by the Astros. Now they're getting pummeled by the Brewers. So something happening in Los Angeles maybe. I don't know. In the top of the 5th, the Reds lead the Marlins 1-0. And as they head to the bottom of the 5th there, the Indians all over the Astros 4-0. I will not be doing a doubleheader tonight. Plan is to do a doubleheader tomorrow, but I will be doing at least one. It'll be Kansas City and Pittsburgh yet again. So, you know, if you got nothing else going on, you want to hear the Pirates probably lose tomorrow, hey, I got you covered. I'll be doing the call. And, of course, you're a Royals fan. Well, there you go. You get to hear me make the call as the Royals will probably beat the Pirates tomorrow. Who is pitching tomorrow? That's a great question. Thank you for that question. Mitch Keller and Seth. I think it's Seth Lugo. I don't know. I won't click on it. So Keller will be on the mound tomorrow. 3-10, despite the 3.64 ERA. I went too far back. All right, we're returning to action here in Kansas City. If you're wondering what was going on, well, we had a pitching change, so my apologies. I have no control over that. I do want to say I'll be covering the All-Star game. I know it's on local TV, but it might be my last stream before I go on vacation. So that's why I want to try to get that in. We have a new pitcher, and I'll get to his stats after this pitch. As Cabrera delivers, that's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Cabrera, 5.49 ERA. 1.22 whip. Last 7 games. Well, as a Pirate, he has a perfect ERA. Look at that. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 89 on the outside corner there. Couldn't make contact. 1-1 count to Pasquantino. As Cabrera delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 on in the same spot, same speed, same everything, same result. Pasquantino 1 for 3, and he hit a home run in the first inning. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. You just put on some coffee beans. There we go. Having coffee, though, this late. It's interesting. Actually, I've done it before myself, but I can't do that tonight. I do work tomorrow early, so I can't do that. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to second. Gonzalez tosses to first for out number 3. But the Royals do score another run as we head to the top of the 7th. Royals up 8-2 over the Pirates. Once again, folks, you like what you see, then definitely like and subscribe. Been calling baseball games since opening day. And, of course, I'll be calling more games in the near future. Again, I got 2 subscribers tonight. Again, thank you very much. If you are not subscribed, though, definitely like and subscribe for more live streams. Been doing a lot of live streams again. That's yeah, I don't know. This is fun. Maybe not as fun whenever the Pirates lose, but, you know, again, if you're a football fan, that is my number one. And definitely subscribe if you are a football fan. What I tell you, delay vacations don't exist. Well, I'm taking one anyway. You got to do it. You got to have a vacation every now and then. As you see, again, I have some football streams already ready. I have the Hall of Fame game up. Never questioned my love for the game of football. Doing the Hall of Fame game. Doing actually a lot of preseason games as well, just to kind of get warmed up for the NFL season. And again, how that Sundays are going to work, I'm doing 2 games. One of them is guaranteed a Steelers game. The other game is going to be voted on by you guys. So, Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. That is the other window that you guys will be voting on. So all my subscribers will be voting on. I'll put that poll earlier that week. So that Monday, September 1st, that poll will go up, and you guys will vote on what game I'm calling. As soon as I'm done Steelers-Jets, I am going to hop on over and call that one. So if that sounds good to you, if you're a football fan, sports fan in general, definitely like and subscribe for more sports content. Again, football, I think you'll enjoy. I think you'll enjoy it. I actually call games for my local high school. So I'm okay. I'm not going to say I'm great, but I'm not too bad. So that's going to be a ground ball to third. Garcia throws to first. Did he get him by a step? Unbelievable throw by Garcia. Gonzalez was booking it, but Garcia with the heck of a throw to get him out for out number 1. That'll bring up Cabrian Hayes, batting .242, OPS of .588, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs. Nothing keeps me awake anyways. Oh, that's tough. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I bet football can keep you awake, though. Football is fun. Football is number 1. Football is the king of sports. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low, ball 2. Cameron at 94 pitches. Yes, Cameron, the starter, still in there for the Royals. He's looked really good. Here's the 2-0. Hayes hits this foul. As Cameron delivers the 2-1, that's going to be hit foul yet again. So 2-2 count, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Again, Royals up 8-2, not 7. Tacked on another one in the bottom of the 6th. Cameron fires. Ground ball to first. Oh, and he kind of boots it. Oh, and Hayes is going to get on due to the error. Could not secure it. That one was not hit hard by any means. I don't know what happened there. Like to see the replay. A little just ground ball. Looked like he had it, and then he just dropped it. That'll bring up Alexander Canario batting .219 OPS of 617. 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Are you doing Sunday, Monday, Thursday night? That honestly, no. And so don't be scared. Like, what? Well, I just subscribed for that. No. So I'm going to probably be doing college football on Thursday nights. Unless the Steelers play. Actually, I might let you guys decide, honestly. That's another vote. There we go. Thursday night, I'll have you guys vote most likely on either, and if I'm doing the NFL Thursday night prime time or the college football Thursday night, because we're going to have a lot of Thursday night college football. That's going to be a swing and a miss strike one. I think what's better for my channel is to do the college football game on Thursday night, because, again, like Tom Grossi, all those, like the ones with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, they're going to be pretty much dominating the night games as Cameron looks over and delivers. That's going to be inside ball. And I know I shouldn't think like that, but I'm just kind of trying to think of growth for the channel. So I would prefer to do the Thursday night college games, but I'll probably leave that up to you guys. Monday nights, I might do. It just depends on the matchup. I probably will do it, though, actually. Yes, no, I am going to do it. I don't know why I'm talking. Sunday night, no. Sunday night, I will not do it unless it's a Steelers game. Sunday night, I will not be doing the games. But unless it's a Steelers game, that's when it'll become 3. As here's the 2-1, that's going to be a swing and a miss strike, too, because it's been 2, early window, then afternoon window, unless, of course, the Steelers have that, Dublin game, which actually I will be doing every Dublin game. So 3 games on those weekends, but for the most part, it'll be 2. As here's the 2-2, that's going to be upstairs ball 3. So, yeah, I'll be doing, I guess, Sunday nights if the Steelers are playing. Monday nights, I'll be doing it regardless. And Thursday nights, it will be up to you guys, college or NFL. Here's the 3-2. Canario hits this to right. And Caglione makes the catch for out number 2. Delete all the runs you want. We need all the help we can get. Yeah. All right, that'll bring up Henry Davis, batting .207, OPS of 604. 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. I don't know if that answered anything, Rhino. That made any sense. I kind of was going all over the place. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. I need some water. By the way, Cameron's at 104 on the pitch count. 104 pitches. This is kind of rare. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit foul. 105 on the pitch count. 0-2 count to Davis. Runner on first. Hayes reached due to an error this inning. Cameron sets. Looks over at Hayes and delivers. That's going to be cut on and foul. You'll probably get a big rate early in the football season since you're new. Oh, really? Well, hey, we'll see. That'd be nice. 0-2 count. I don't know if Sunday nights, I think I would not be. That's going to be chopped foul. I don't know. I'll think about it. It's really going to depend on the wife. Also the voice as well, but the wife, I know she's going to want some. I already told her, hey, this is going to be kind of a rough stretch. I'm going to be on here a lot, like football season every night pretty much, coming home from work, and then I'll be coming back on here, So I don't know. It's going to be pretty tough. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be hit foul. Saturday's going to be consumed with college football. Fridays, I call games for the local high school. I'll be gone all day Friday. That's where it's just I don't know. Sunday nights, again, I think that's the one night a week where I just don't think I will be able to. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Tosses to second for out number 3. Man, a lot of pitches there for Cameron. As that was pitch, what was that? Pitch number 109. I imagine he's going to be done for the night. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Royals up 8-2 over the Pirates. Once again, folks, you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Don't let the Sunday night thing be the one thing. Like, bro. Like, come on. That's all I'm going to say about that. Like, don't let the Sunday night thing be like, yeah, look, you're not calling Sunday nights delay. What are you doing? Call yourself a YouTuber. You're not calling Sunday night football games? Really? Watch me not hit the subscribe button. Totally understand, I guess. But yeah, I'll be doing again a bunch of football, so hopefully you like that sound or the sound of that, and I'll be here. Same thing with baseball, of course. I'm still doing baseball, and plan on doing it all the way till the regular season concludes. A little bit of playoff baseball as well, and that'll of course be during the week. Now, again, how it's going to work for football season? Well, Saturdays and Sundays will be guaranteed football, but Tuesdays, like early on, college football isn't happening on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and stuff like that. So that'll probably be a baseball night. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, maybe some. It depends on how some of the. Now, if there are some Friday games as well, before I go to, like, if I'm not working that day at the radio station and before I call a game, I can get a Friday night or Friday afternoon baseball game. It just really depends. Anyway, but yeah. All right, we're returning to action here. So that's going to bring up Garcia, Maikel Garcia, batting .304, OPS of 829, 8 home runs and 40 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, you're doing a lot of baseball now. How's she dealing with that? She's okay. She's okay with it. Somewhat. 0-1 counts. As Cabrera delivers, that's going to be just low, ball 1. Do I even like football? I know, right? Like, if I don't call a Sunday night game, do you even like football, dude? You're calling the Sun Belt on Tuesday night, but you're not going to call NFL primetime on Sunday. Man, this guy. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. Are you telling me, Dr. DeLay, that you're willing to call random high school teams and you don't know any of the players, but you're not going to call Sunday Night Football? Really? Really, DeLay? 2-1 count. Cabrera delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I know, it's tough. But yeah, no, I just, again, all the, I shouldn't think like that, but that's really what comes to mind. I think I wouldn't do well. I don't know. We'll see. As here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Another hit for the Royals. That's now 11 for them on the game, on the day, in the game. EA Sports is in the game. Maybe not anymore. So that's going to bring up Salvador Perez, batting .239, OPS of 688, 11 home runs, and 52 RBIs. I will say, again, I have the EA free trial for the College Football 26. That looks pretty good. That looks good. So if you're a video game person, that looks good. As that's going to be popped up. IKF makes the catch for out number 1. I'm not going to even play that much this year. That's kind of depressing. That's going to bring up Jack Caglione, batting .145, OPS of 439, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. I had to tell the league I joined last year. They were like, man, you're going to come back, right? I'm like, no, I can't do it. Can't do it, YouTube. Got to commit to the grind of calling baseball games, football games. That's going to be low for ball 1. So now I can't even play with can't even play College Football 26 online. As 1-0 count here. Cabrera delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. I told him, though, after football season ends, if they are doing a league, I will gladly join. There'll be a little bit of dead time in between football and college basketball. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. If you're just tuning in, Royals up 8-2. They've been dominating. Good evening, Doctor. Hey, how's it going, Bing? You have missed a blowout. That's pretty much what it is. Here's the 2-1. Chopper to second. Gonzalez tosses, gets one, and two. A double play. All right. Finally, an inning where they don't score as we head to the top of the eighth. The Royals up 8-2. Of course, I know they didn't score in the second, but, you know, every other inning has been a score for the Royals. Again, if you like what you see, folks, and you're not subscribed, definitely like and subscribe. If you're a sports fan, definitely subscribe. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, most definitely subscribe. Been doing a lot of baseball since opening day. Hopefully you like the sound of that. Of course, football is just right around the corner. We've actually been talking about football the entire time. Well, the entire time, the last few innings, because, again, the Pirates have just looked pretty bad, so got to keep me going somehow. Coffee, yeah, we were just talking about you, actually. And, of course, in a good way. And, of course, as always, as the little scroll down there says, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you'd like, preferably sports. Sports is kind of the thing here. It's a sports channel. That's pretty much it. We will have a pitching change. Of course, Cameron had 109 pitches, pitched a great performance. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. New pitcher for the Royals will be Steven Cruz. He's 2-0 with an ERA of 2.10, whip of a .9. They are serious. Usually you're up by 6 runs with 2 innings to go. I'll put in a back-end bullpen guy. Not the Royals. I mean, maybe he is theirs, then they have the best bullpen I've ever seen. You sell insurance. I guess I don't understand. Bing, though, winking. So we're returning to Kansas City again. The score is 8-2. Triolo will be at the plate again. Steven Cruz taking the mound. He has been very good for the Royals this year. 2.10 ERA. Opponent batting average just 187. I mean, that is elite, as that's going to be fouled back. Triolo's batting average is 161. OPS of 522. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. As Cruz delivers, Triolo hits this to left, and that's going to be caught by Lofton for out number 1. All right, that's going to bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting .270, OPS of 650, 1 home run, 22 RBIs. IKF is 0 for 2 tonight. Cruz delivers, ground ball to second, throws to first for out number 2. That'll bring up, not even kidding when I say this, and I used to say this sarcastically, best player on the team, Tommy Pham. Batting .238, OPS of 625, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's 1 for 3 tonight, has a home run. In fact, he's responsible for the only runs of the game for the Pirates. Hit a 2-run shot in the 3rd inning, I believe, if I recall correctly. And Pham has something in his eye, so that's not good. Sean, how's it going? It was better. Danny Tartable, not familiar with him, on Kansas City, or Andy Van Slyke on the Buccos. Well, I can check for you. It's not like this game is going to be close. As Cruz delivers, that's going to be low for ball 1. As, of course, everyone else still be calling the game. Don't have to worry about that. I'll answer this question here. Looking at who is better between Danny or Andy. 1-0 count. Cruz delivers. That's outside for ball 2. You said on Kansas City. On Kansas City. This guy was pretty good on Kansas City. Probably can't see that. Wow. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's outside ball 3. I don't think Andy... Was Andy good? I'm starting to remember now. I don't think he was. Here's the 3-0. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. Pham walks. I'm telling you, Pham is really good. And he was good. But you're going to have to go with Danny. He was hitting some homers. I'm going to go with Danny. Final answer. So Pham walks, and that's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 3 tonight, and there's something still in Pham's eye. He is batting .259 OPS of 738 home runs, 31 RBIs. As Cruz sets and fires, that's going to be hit foul. 0-1 count for Andrew McCutchen. Runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. It's just been a very sad performance for Pittsburgh. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be once again fouled back. McCutchen a little bit frustrated with that one. Oh, 0-2 count to McCutchen. Cruz delivers. Ground ball to third. Garcia throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 3. All right, we head to the bottom of the 8th where the Royals lead 8-2. Jeez. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Just doing play-by-play and for a lovable loser, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's see here. The Tigers defeat the Rays 5-1 earlier today. Currently happening. Blue Jays over the White Sox 8-3 in the bottom of the 8th. In the top of the 8th, the Red Sox leading the Rockies 7-3 in the top of the 8th. The Brewers all over the Dodgers 7-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The Marlins leading the Reds 2-1 in the top of the 6th. In the top of the 6th as well, it's the Indians and the Astros. They are tied at 4 apiece. The Rangers leading the Angels 2-0 in the top of the 1st. Phillies, Giants, and Diamondbacks and Padres are all tied at 0 apiece. Turbo was a good bat, but often played DH. Van Slyke was a Gold Glove center fielder, I believe. I gotcha. Let me look at the WAR then. 12.8 WAR in 5 innings. .31. Oh, wow. Maybe I did misrepresent. Jeez, I think you might be correct here because, yeah. I mean, looking at the WAR, it's just not even close. I didn't even look at that. I was just looking at home runs, honestly. I think I might be wrong on that one. Once again, folks, if you are a sports fan, definitely like and subscribe. You can see I already have some football streams ready to go. Hopefully I see you there. As we're returning to Kansas City, where they lead 8-2 over the Pirates. Mark Canha is at the plate. He's batting .214, OPS of 542, 1 home run, and 6 RBIs on the season. As Cabrera delivers, breaking ball in there for a called strike. Royals with the 11 hits on the night, 8 runs. Pirates with 3 hits on 2 runs. So just not good. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 62% of us were wrong, kind of. question wasn't really all that great. Will the Pirates finally score a run and win today? Probably should have just said, will they win today or will they score a run? 0-2 count. Cabrera. Sets. And fires. That's going to be poked at. Hit to left. Shallow left. Pham on the run and makes the catch for out number 1. Pham is fantastic. No worries, Doctor. I only know because of my unhealthy obsession with decades-old baseball. Hey, understood. I got you there. I have an unhealthy obsession with football myself. Nick Lofton going to be at the plate, batting 177, OPS 540, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. As Cabrera delivers, that's going to be hit to left. That sounded good off the bat. And Pham watches as that one is gone. Another home run for the Royals as they now lead 9-2 over the Pirates. This has been a one-sided game. At least there's been a lot of offense. Fortunately for the Pirates fans, it was not through the black and gold. That's going to bring up Kyle Isbell. He is batting .242, OPS of 628, 3 home runs, and 18 RBIs. Is Nick Lofton related to Kenny Lofton? Well, I would imagine not, considering the names are slightly different. As Cabrera delivers, that's going to be inside, ball 1. Bing doesn't like it. I'm not a fan of it either, to be honest with you, Bing. Might as well write down that the Royals will be 1-0 when I cover a game for them. Pirates are going to move to 16-19. They've lost 3 in a row since they went to 16-16. That's going to be upstairs. Breaking ball. Just misses 2-0. I believe that was Cabrera's first run allowed as a Pirate, too. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Two and 1 count to Kyle Isbell. He's 1 for 3 and a triple earlier in the 6th inning. Cabrera sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. There's nowhere to go but up after today. Let's look at the bright side. We have a starting point. That is true. That is true. 2-2. Cabrera sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 3. Three and 2 count to Isbell. Is Kenny Lofton related to ex-Bills wide receiver James Lofton? I actually don't know that. James Lofton. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be fouled back. Let me look. I'm actually curious. I have no idea. Yeah, and if you already know the answer, feel free to chat it away. I am. When Sean asks me these questions, about 5%. 5% accuracy that they are related. 3 and 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be sliced foul. Probably not, if I had to guess, but not seeing any relation. He's actually related to a actor who was in Star Trek. Interesting. 3 and 2 count here for Isbell. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That ball was in the dirt. All right. Looks like Kelly's going to come to the mound. I don't understand why. I think this is kind of annoying. Tyler Tolbert will be at the plate, which I don't know. They might switch, but we have a pitching change with 2 outs in the 8th. Probably not going to. I don't know. I don't understand why we're even trying to do this. Who is a better Bills wide receiver? Ooh, now this is a question. James Lofton or Andre Reed? It's my understanding that Reed was the better receiver, but I actually don't know too much about James Lofton. So, let me educate myself. And again, if you're a football fan in the comments, Rhino, if you're here, you might know this. You might be able to answer this question. Andre Reed. There we go. Andre Reed. James Lofton only played for a few years in Buffalo. So it's definitely Andre Reed, but James Lofton looks like he was very good with the Packers. I don't know, just Lofton, I didn't associate him with the Bills. I just don't know who I associate with him. Apparently it's the Packers. Very interesting. I'm going to go with Andre Reed, final answer. Just put Rowdy Tellez on the mound. I agree. Why is Rowdy Tellez not on the mound for the Pirates? Thank you for that question. Very good question. Now, if it's just in general, that's a tough one because, again, I think Lofton, he had 14,000 yards. That would be a tough one. 14,000 yards through 16 years. Andre Reed had 13,000 yards through 16 years. So probably Lofton. Andre Reed, Hall of Famer. I'm assuming James Lofton's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, no, he's definitely better. You can look at behind my face, there are accolades, more accolades behind him. All right, we have David Bednar. He's been pitching pretty good since he was sent down. As he faces Tolbert. Oh, my bad. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Only 9 at-bats for him in his young MLB career. For Tolbert, he does have a hit, though, so he can say he got a hit in the show. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Those 90s Bills teams were just disgusting. I mean, 4 straight Super Bowls is very impressive. Just unfortunate that they did not know how to beat the NFC. Autograph football with Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas. Oh, wow, that's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. 0-2 counts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up foul. Remember when Don Beebe caught Leon Lett from behind to make him fumble? Well, I've seen the clip. I've never actually watched the game, but yes, that is a famous play that is usually showed. 0-2. Bednar delivers. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away, but Davis gets it. Throws to first for out number 3. All right, we head to the top of the 9th, where the Pirates need a touchdown and an extra point to take this to extras. They are down 9-2. Even Frank Reich, their backup quarterback. He is known. Well, he coaches somewhere in college now. I know he got fired with the Colts. He got fired in Carolina. Now he's. I got you. Whenever we do return to action, it'll be Brian Reynolds at the plate for the Pirates. As again, they're trying to score a touchdown to keep this game going. And of course, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. I do apologize. I know I'm still calling the game, but I understand I'm not fully invested in the game. It is kind of a blowout. My Pirates just keep losing. It is what it is, I guess, at this point. But yeah, if you like what you see, if you're a sports fan, definitely like and subscribe. Every like and subscribe button pushed helps out this channel a lot. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for even just clicking on this video. So yeah, if you want to make it back tomorrow night, if you're a Pirates or Royals fan, I'll be doing this game yet again, despite what I really should do, and as I should not do the Pirates Royals tomorrow, but I'm going to do it. And then I'll be doing another game after. As soon as Pirates Royals are done tomorrow, I'll be doing I believe it's Padres and the Diamondbacks. As we are returning to Kansas City, where they lead 9-2 over the Pirates. Again, Brian Reynolds is coming to the plate here. Pirates going to pirate. Got to show your love, and the people will flock on over here. Well, I guess I'm showing a lot of hate. You know? But it is what it is, you know. I do enjoy, though, calling other games as well. So, you know, that's just it is what it is. I do want to call Pirates. I would call them all the time, but again, they're just not good. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball one. Grew up a Jets fan, but lived upstate. Got all Bills games. They were so fun to watch and rooted for them all, but twice a year versus the Jets. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Reynolds pops it up. And that's going to go out of play. That almost hit a guy. Almost hit him again. Jeez. What do they call a group of pirates? Is it called a loot? A loot? Oh, a loot of pirates. Okay, this guy. That's a Trisk. That's a Trisk comment right there. 1-1 count here for Brian Reynolds. Allen delivers. Checks his swing. Did not go. Ball two. You despise Miami, so you didn't like Dan Marino. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Reynolds, ground ball to second. Running it out is Reynolds, but he is out for out number one. Appreciate the hustle. That'll bring up Nicky G. Nick Gonzalez batting .283, OPS of .775, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. You got to step up for him? Thank you, sir. Gonzalez is 0 for 2 with a walk. Of course, we'll be hoping for a better performance for the Pirates tomorrow. Of course, if you're a Royals fan tuning in, thank you again for sticking by me. And again, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm sure you are loving this performance, as that's going to be found back 0-1. Reynolds was drafted by San Francisco. He did not play for the Giants. He was a minor leaguer. He has a nice... Everyone says that, and I completely agree. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball one. 1-1 count. I will say his actual mustache isn't as long. It doesn't have that little thing there, but it is thick, though. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball two. Breaking ball, I guess, broke too much. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, my goodness. That one. Jeez, that one was way upstairs. That one was about 10 feet above the umpire's head as he slipped. Still got 81 miles per hour on it, though. So I guess everyone is fine, though. 3-1 count. I'd prefer taking it slightly more wide for the handlebar. I don't know. I don't think I would ever do it. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 3-2 count to Gonzalez. One out here in the top of the ninth. Ballin delivers. Low ball for Gonzalez walks. That's 2 walks for him today. That'll bring up Cabrian Hayes, assuming he's not getting pinch hit. Yeah, no, he's still up there. Batting .241, OPS of .586, 2 home runs and 29 RBIs. He was born in Tucson. You were stationed there. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's going to be fouled back. Sean Cummings with a Little fun fact there. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. Little connection to Nick Gonzalez. That's cool. 1-1 count for Cabrian Hayes. Runner on first. 1 out. Ballin delivers right down the middle. 96 on the gun. Strike 2. One and 2 count to Hayes. Ballin delivers. That's going to be high for ball 2. Why does this gentleman have 2 hats on the photograph? Does he? I think it's more of a headband. I think it's a headband. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. And that's going to be caught for out number 2. Royals 1 out away from moving on to 44 and 48. That'll bring up, I believe that's Alexander Canario. He's 0 for 3. He struck out badly, really badly, twice. Batting .218, OPS of .613, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike as Kansas City fans start to rise. Pirates did, believe it or not, they were leading at 1 point, 2-1 in the third. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit. Oh, a diving attempt, but unable to make the catch. Gonzalez is actually going to score. That was a great effort by the second baseman. I don't know who that was, but that was a he was literally, he was airborne. Canario, so Tyler Tolbert with the fantastic effort there. I mean, you got it. He was outstretched for that one. Look at that. Pirates scoring a run. It is now 9-3. Never say never, I guess. Time for that Pirates 2-out magic. There you go, Denny. Denny knew it. Davis at the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the night. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Batting .205 on the year. OPS of .599. 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. Canario on at second. It's been all field goals today for the Steelers and Chiefs. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Davis 1 for 3, single in the third. Scored a run. Pham knocked him in. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pirates down to their final strike. One and 2 count. Ballin sets. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That one was way outside. And that'll do it. Can't raise the Jolly Roger when you allow 9 runs. As the Royals win 9-3 over the Pirates. They will move to 44 and 48. The Pirates fall to 38 and 54. Was Jose Chico Lind better on the Royals or Pittsburgh? Wow, son of a biscuit. Pirates on a 4-game losing streak after winning 6. They didn't shut them out 6 games, but they dominated. Again, if you liked what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. I'll be back tomorrow night with this exact game. I'll be doing 2 games tomorrow night. Hopefully you can hear me well. I don't know how that sounds when I'm not holding it right by my mouth, but definitely the Pirates. Yeah, the Pirates for sure. But yeah, hopefully you liked. And by magic, I mean disappearing. Yeah, right. But again, if you liked what you saw tonight, definitely like and subscribe for more sports action. Again, I'll be doing 2 games tomorrow night, Pirates and Royals, and most likely It'll be the Diamondbacks and Padres. So a doubleheader tomorrow night. Hopefully you like the sound of that. That was my 74th game of the year. Yeah, and thank you for the subscribers. I got 2 of them, so thank you. Pirates are the worst team in baseball. Yeah, I could buy that. I would buy that. I would buy that. Even the Rockies. I think the Rockies would take 2 of 3 from the Pirates right now. I mean, their offense is better than the Pirates, so it is what it is. Thank you for the streams. Hey, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sticking by me, even though the Pirates were bad. But, of course, I'll be back again tomorrow, same time. And we'll go from there, you know. We'll go from there. Hopefully the Pirates can figure out how to hit the ball again. It was fun when they were winning. You guys remember that? It was just about a week ago, but it feels like ages ago at this point. So, unfortunate. But that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys have a good one. God bless Jesus Lord. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Sean. Rockies would beat the Pirates 2 out of 3. No, I completely agree. One last little MLB wrap-up here. The Red Sox over the Rockies 9-3. Tigers over the Rays 5-1. Actually, the Blue Jays just defeated the White Sox 8-4. Brewers leading the Dodgers 9-1 in the bottom of the 8th. The Marlins over the Reds 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Indians leading the Astros 6-5 in the bottom of the 7th. The Rangers up 2-1 over the Angels in the bottom of the 2nd. 0-0 is the score in San Francisco. Sean's Giants hanging in there with the JJ's Phillies 0-0. And at the top of the 2nd, again, the game I'll be doing tomorrow night after the Pirates Royals is the again Diamondbacks and Padres 1-1 in the top of the 2nd. 13 is here. Delay is done. Yes, it's R-squared. Yeah, both teachers, Trisk and Rhino, teachers there. Look at that. TT and RR. I know, right? Cinemax is the main tennis draw. Oh, that's cool. Good job. Tell him I said congratulations. Seriously, I'm being serious about that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I guess I haven't been able to watch much. All right, guys. Hey, maybe in the future, when I don't have much going on, I will be able to stay on after the game and chat about whatever. But for now, I do have to log off. I will catch you guys later. You guys all have a great one. Again, sorry about the Pirates. If you're a Pirates fan, I'm sorry. I just I can only, I don't know. It is what it is. Again, I'll still be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow supporting the Pirates as always. You can call him yourself too. He probably won't even answer. He probably won't even answer. I'll call him, but it'll be for like 30 seconds. DD, I guess. But yeah, you guys all have a great one. I'll catch you later. Catch you later, Rhino. Catch you later, Trisk, Sean, Denny, Coffee, everyone else. Bing. Again, thank you guys so much for chatting. Draven, you're probably long gone, but thank you. Michael, Sports Roustabout, everyone. Again, thank you, everyone. Everyone that clicks on this video, awesome. Again, you really do help me out a lot. I really do appreciate you guys. And, of course, again, if you are not subscribed, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. And then sometimes some goofy little shorts and videos. We'll see. You guys have a great night.